What's going on, guys, and welcome back to The Edge, where we help high performers drop stubborn belly fat, build strength and muscle, and reignite their energy and drive no matter how busy life is. I'm Owen Keeley, performance coach, international athlete and national record holder. I've helped hundreds of high performers rebuild their bodies, energy and focus, all by installing proven, time efficient and decision light systems through the Everyday Stronger method. This is where we break down those systems, share the principles behind them, and help you take back control of your body and your life. Let's get into it. Okay, today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest reasons people lose momentum. So you start strong, train regularly, eat well, sleep better, and you expect the results to show up fast. But then maybe a week or two in, the scale isn't moving as fast as you want it to. The mirror looks pretty much the same, and you start wondering if anything's even working. And here's the truth. Sometimes results take time to really be seen, but the actions that you're taking compound. The people who get the best long-term results aren't the ones who never slip. They're the ones who don't panic when they do. In every transformation I've seen, mine included, the people who win treat progress like an investment account. Small deposits made consistently that quietly grow over time. That's what we're going to break down today. How to recognize progress when you can't see it, how to stay consistent through setbacks, and how to rebuild momentum fast when you do lose rhythm. At the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to redefine what progress actually means, zoom out and see trends of single days, stack proof instead of pressure, and rebuild momentum quickly when you do fall off track, because unfortunately, this is inevitable. All of this, you can stop overreacting to short-term results, trust the bigger process, and finally stay consistent long-term to compound into lasting change. So how do we redefine progress? Most people track their success only by the number on the scale. But when your body isn't a robot, it fluctuates daily based on water, salt, stress, sleep, and hormones. That's why using the scale is like checking your stock portfolio every hour. It tells you nothing about the real trend. Instead, look at the leading indicators: energy levels, sleep quality, mood, consistency, strength, weight trends across the span of the week or weeks. If those are improving, your body is adapting, even if you can't see it yet. A 2021 Stanford behavioral science study found that people who tracked habits and energy levels alongside physical progress were 40% more likely to stay consistent for 3 months or more. Why? Because they could see progress before the mirror showed it. So when you wake up with better focus, steadier energy, and stronger lifts, that's the progress signal. The fastest way to kill motivation is to measure progress in 24-hour snapshots. You wouldn't judge your business by one bad week, so don't judge your body by one bad weigh-in. Zoom out, look for trends over time. Again, weekly averages, consistent patterns, overall direction. If your average weight is drifting down across 3 or 4 weeks, you're progressing. If your lifts are holding or improving while you're leaning out, you're progressing. The key is detachment here. When you learn to look at data objectively, you remove emotion from the process, and that's when you start winning. Because the more you can tie your small daily actions today to the achievement of your long-term goal, the more successful you will become. Number 3, stack proof and not pressure. Every time you follow your plan, complete a workout, log your meals, get your steps in, you're stacking proof that you can trust yourself again. And that's how real momentum is built. Most people do the opposite. They stack pressure. They tell themselves, I need to be perfect, I can't miss a day, I have to make up for last week. And that mindset leads to burnout and guilt. Stack proof instead. Ask yourself at the end of each day, did I do something today that my future self will thank me for? I know it's cringy, but if the answer is yes, it's still a win. And if you string enough of those together, you won't need motivation, because you will be building momentum. One of my clients, a senior partner at a law firm, once told me that switching to this mindset completely changed his progress. He said, I stopped chasing perfect weeks and started chasing perfect days. 8 weeks later, he was stronger, leaner, and more consistent than he'd been in years, all while balancing 70-hour work weeks. Number 4, rebuild momentum fast. Everyone falls off at some point, world champions and Olympians included. And the mistake here isn't falling, it's waiting too long to restart. When you slip, don't wait for Monday or for things to calm down or until you have whatever other perfect circumstance you've decided in your head is worth getting going again. Use what I call the 1-day reset rule. So plan tomorrow's meals, do one short session, go to bed on time, and that is it. Keep it simple, do those things well, and you will be back on track before you know it. You don't need to rebuild everything. Just get one win on the board. because momentum doesn't disappear when you stop, it just slows down. And one good day will restart that whole system. And if you're struggling to reset, message me or drop me a note in the app. We'll troubleshoot it together. The fastest way to fix friction is through communication. So the key thing to remember here is that progress doesn't come from big leaps. It comes from those tiny daily wins stacked consistently. Every check-in, every workout, every decision that lines up with your goals, they all count. This week, don't chase perfection, just keep collecting proof. And if this episode helped you shift how you think about progress, please send it to someone who's been waiting for the right moment to start. It might be just exactly what they need to hear, and it helps us grow the channel organically too, which we do appreciate genuinely. If you do want to share what's working or what clicked for you, message me anytime. You can drop me an email or ping me a DM on Instagram. Keep building up those small wins, and I'll see you in the next one.